In today's video, I'm going to discuss the best and worst Formula 1 teams of the 2026 Belgian Grand Prix. If you like this type of content, make sure to subscribe to the channel, it really helps out. At first, I'm going to discuss the positive teams. The first one on my list is Ferrari. They had a solid P2, P4 finish. They gained points on Mercedes again in the constructors. Of course, they were a bit lucky with the VSC, but they were in the position to benefit, and finally they did a good strategy. Of course, they are still 73 points behind in the constructors, but I expect them to be a lot stronger in Hungary, so maybe they can go for the victory again. Next team on my list, Red Bull. They performing quite good under bad circumstances. I think the VSC timing was the worst for Verstappen because he pitted the lap earlier for the first VSC, and then for the second, of course, he already pitted. Also, Haja had a grid penalty, but they finished P3 and P6, which were solid points. And maybe for them it's still possible to catch McLaren in the constructors for P3. They're 44 points behind them, and they continue like this. Maybe they will end up fighting for race victories pretty soon again. Last positive team of Belgium is Audi. The first back-to-back points finished this season, and they were also the best performing midfield team. Of course, they were lucky with the VSC. This was how Racing Bulls ended up behind them. The next task ahead of them is to get Hülkenberg in the points as well and overtake Williams in the Constructors' Championship. Now we discuss the negative teams of Belgium, and the first one is Racing Bulls. They had kind of a weird race for the updates. I think Lindblad got them in the end because finished higher up the order in Silverstone, or he out-qualified Lawson in Silverstone, something like this. And they were fighting a lot with each other and got both unlucky with the VSC timing. They should have split the strategies, in my opinion. And they could have finished P8 and P9 in the end. They finished P9 and P12, so not ideal from them. Next on this list has to be Aston Martin. The pace was shocking, of course. The long lap in Spa exposes them. They were 5 seconds behind in race pace compared to Antonelli. Even Cadillac right now seems out of reach for them. And we will see at the weekend if the upgrades bring them anything. And the last negative team of the race in Belgium is Haas, who finished P14 and P17 in a race without any major DNF except for Russell. And they were almost 20 seconds behind the points and 45 seconds behind the best midfield driver, which was Bortoleto. And they were in Bortoleto's position not that long ago with Behrman, but for me they're not scoring points anytime again soon. And of course they also collided again. This was my team analysis of the Belgian Grand Prix. Which one would you change? Leave a comment and see you guys on the next one.